Before humanity existed, before cities and civilizations, Earth belonged to giants. For millions of years, dinosaurs ruled every continent, shaping a world unlike anything we know today. On this morning, the world seemed unchanged. Life continued exactly as it had for millions of years. Every creature followed the ancient rules of survival. Among all creatures of the Cretaceous world, one predator stood above the rest. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the king of ancient hunters, was built for power and survival. Tyrannosaurus Rex was one of the most powerful predators Earth had ever created. With a massive skull, crushing jaws, and incredible senses, it dominated the ancient landscape. In this ancient world, survival was never guaranteed. Every creature was part of a never-ending struggle between hunger, danger, and adaptation.
Not all giants were hunters. Across the plains, enormous herbivores created powerful defenses against the predators that ruled this world.
For millions of years, this planet was a paradise of evolution. Thousands of species lived, hunted, and evolved in a world ruled by dinosaurs.
But beyond the atmosphere, something was approaching. A force so powerful that it would rewrite the history of life on Earth.
The creatures of the Cretaceous had no idea their world was about to disappear. For them, this was just another day on Earth.
Then something changed. The sky itself became different. A strange light appeared above the ancient world, bringing a warning no creature could understand. In a matter of minutes, a peaceful world was transformed. The largest disaster in Earth's history had begun.
66 million years ago, an asteroid approximately 10 kilometers wide struck Earth. The impact changed the planet forever. The impact released unleashable energy. Across the planet, earthquakes, fires, and giant waves began transforming the world the dinosaurs had known for millions of years. Across continents, the sky began to rain fire. Ancient forests that had existed for millions of years were suddenly consumed by flames.
The greatest danger was not the explosion itself, it was what came next. Dust and debris filled the atmosphere, blocking the sunlight from reaching Earth.
Without sunlight, temperatures dropped rapidly. A warm planet became a cold and hostile world, where survival became almost impossible. Among the survivors were the last generations of dinosaurs. Creatures born into a world that was already fading away. For 165 million years, dinosaurs ruled Earth. But their era was coming to an end. A new chapter in the story of life was about to begin. While the giants disappeared, smaller creatures survived. Hidden away during the catastrophe, they were ready to inherit a changing planet.
But not all dinosaurs vanished. One branch survived the catastrophes. Its body becomes streamlined for powered catastrophe. Their descendants still fly above us today.
The giants disappeared from the surface, but their story was preserved beneath the ground, waiting millions of years to be discovered.
Earth continued changing. As majestic mountain ranges thrust upwards, continents moved, climate shifted, and new worlds formed on the remains of the old.
Millions of years later, humans began uncovering the evidence of a lost world. The Age of Dinosaurs was about to return through science.
Although dinosaurs are gone, science allows us to look back and imagine the world they once controlled.
The dinosaurs left behind more than fossils. They left a story of evolution, survival, extinction, and the endless power of life to adapt.
Before the catastrophe, Earth was still a thriving world. The final chapter of the dinosaurs had not yet begun.
Every giant once began as something small. For a young Tyrannosaurus, survival depended on learning from the strongest member of the family.
Becoming a predator required patience. The young hunter watched, learned, and waited for the moment it would hunt alone.
The greatest predators did not survive through strength alone. They survived through strategy, timing, and instinct. When the moment arrived, the calm world transformed into a race for survival. One mistake could decide life or death. The jaws of Tyrannosaurus Rex were among most powerful weapons in the natural world. A single bite could crush bone. But even the king was not safe. The greatest threat sometimes came from another member of its own species. These battles were not about destruction. They were about powerful heads. They were about dominance, resources, and the right to survive. In the ancient world, every victory was temporary. Survival was a challenge that began again with every sunrise.
Unknown to these creatures, the planet itself was changing. The final days of the dinosaur empire had arrived.
Within minutes, forests that had stood for millions of years became oceans of fire. The heat was so intense that entire ecosystems disappeared before the animals could escape. Predator and prey no longer mattered. For the first time in millions of years, every creature shared the same goal: survival. The sky itself became a weapon. Burning debris returned through the atmosphere, igniting everything beneath it. The impact triggered tsunamis unlike anything Earth had ever witnessed. Entire coastlines vanished beneath mountains of water. In the face of a dying world, even the greatest predator could do nothing to witness the end of its empire. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Without sunlight, the engines of life slowly began to stop. Not every species would vanish. The smallest survivors carried with them the future of life on Earth. But extinction was never the end of Earth's story. From the ashes of one world, another was born.